A reading from the book of Isaiah. Today is December 5th. Our reading from Isaiah is chapter 5. Let me sing for my beloved a song of my lover about his vineyard. My beloved had a vineyard on a fruitful hill. He broke the ground, cleared it of stones, and planted it with choice vines. He built a watchtower inside it. He even hewed a winepress in it, for he hoped it would yield grapes. Instead, it yielded wild grapes. Now then, dwellers of Jerusalem and men of Judah, you be the judges between me and my vineyard. What more could have been done for my vineyard that I failed to do in it? Why, when I hoped it would yield grapes, did it yield wild grapes? Now I am going to tell you what I will do to my vineyard. I will remove its hedge that it may be ravaged. I will break down its wall that it may be trampled. And I will make it a desolation. It shall not be pruned or hoed, and it shall be overgrown with briars and thistles. And I will command the clouds to drop no rain on it. For the vineyard of the Lord of hosts is the house of Israel. And the seedlings he lovingly tended are the men of Judah. And he hoped for justice, but behold, injustice, for equity, but behold, iniquity. Ah, those who add house to house and join field to field, till there is room for none but you to dwell in the land. In my hearing said the Lord of hosts, surely great houses shall lie forlorn, spacious and splendid ones without occupants. For 10 acres of vineyards shall yield just one bath, and a field sown with a homer of seed shall yield a mere ephah. Ah, those who chase liquor from early in the morning until late in the evening are inflamed by wine, who at their banquets have lyre and lute, timbrel, flute, and wine, but who never give a thought to the plan of the Lord and take no note of what he is designing. Assuredly, my people will suffer exile for not giving heed, its multitude victims of hunger, and its masses parched with thirst. Assuredly, Sheol has opened wide its gullet and parted its jaws in a measureless gape, and down into it shall go that splendor and tumult, that din and revelry. Yea, man is bowed, and mortal brought low. Brought low is the pride of the haughty, and the Lord of hosts is exalted by judgment. The holy God proved holy by retribution. Then lambs shall graze as in their meadows, and strangers shall feed on the ruins of the stout. Ah, those who haul sin with cords of falsehood and iniquity as with cart ropes, who say, let him speed, let him hasten his purpose, if we are to give thought. Let the plan of the Holy One of Israel be quickly fulfilled, if we are to give heed. Ah, those who call evil good and good evil, who present darkness as light and light as darkness, who present bitter as sweet and sweet as bitter. Ah, those who are so wise in their own opinion, so clever in their own judgment. Ah, those who are so doughty as drinkers of wine and so valiant as mixers of drink, who vindicate him who is in the wrong in return for a bribe and withhold vindication from him who is in the right. Assuredly, as straw is consumed by a tongue of fire, and hay shrivels as it burns, their stock shall become like rot, and their buds shall blow away like dust. For they have rejected the instruction of the Lord of hosts, spurned the word of the Holy One of Israel. That is why the Lord's anger was roused against his people, why he stretched out his arm against it and struck it, so that the mountains quaked, and its corpses lay like refuse in the streets. Yet his anger has not turned back, and his arm is outstretched still. He will raise an ensign to a nation afar, whistle to one at the end of the earth. There it comes with lightning speed. In its ranks none is weary or stumbles. They never sleep or slumber. The belts on their waists do not come loose, nor do the thongs of their sandals break. Their arrows are sharpened, and all their bows are drawn. Their horses' hooves are like flint, their chariot wheels like the whirlwind. Their roaring is like a lion's. They roar like the great beasts. When they growl and seize a prey, they carry it off, and none can recover it. But in that day a roaring shall resound over him like that of the sea, and then he shall look below, and behold, distressing darkness with light, darkness in its lowering clouds.